Right, everybody, welcome back to another vlog. My hair's looking a little bit moppy, but that's because I'm just out of the shower. So, coming to you live from Barcelona. We are already in Barcelona. We've already spent a day here. Went to the Sagrada Basilica. Very impressive. One of the oldest monuments, one of the oldest pieces of architecture in Europe, if not the world. Very pretty, very impressive. We moved then from there down towards the playa and picked up also a coffee at Nomad Coffee, a very, very impressive little coffee spot. Unfortunately, I don't know my way around coffee too much. They had a huge selection of coffee, and you could really tell that they were masters of their crafts as well. I wish I could differentiate more between really, really good coffee and just good coffee, but the sort of vibes that I was getting from that place, I would have said it's very, very good coffee to the coffee connoisseur. So picked up a coffee there, and then we made our way to what I have heard is or was, RIP, one of Anthony Bourdain's favorite tapas spot here. And to be honest, easily into my top 5. Easily into my top 5. From a value for money perspective, from a taste perspective, to be honest, value for money doesn't even do it justice. It was just, the taste was incredible. Daughter running around, and there was a father behind the bar who was fixing up all the dishes, keeping a watchful eye over all of the customers, let's say. It was just running so smoothly. People were coming in, people were coming out. It was just running like clockwork. You could see that they were all in flow state. And to be honest, the food was Quintum. That has to be the spot that you go to in Barcelona. I am getting looks from Liz because we are late for our dinner reservation, but welcome to Barcelona. Seven things that I didn't like about that spot. No, I feel like I was cut short in my last update. So let me start with a positive note. Going back to Quintum, you'll see probably some pictures. Let's throw in some pictures of the pinchos that we had. They were just excellent. They were really, really good. Great seasoning, great everything. I think one of the key things that I noticed about that restaurant is, from the outside looking in, it's a normal tapas bar, you know? It's your regular, any old tapas bar. But once you get inside, and you sit there and you take in the environment and everything, and you look on the walls, you start seeing not only do they have very fairly priced wines and champagnes and whiskeys and all of this, but they also have high quality stuff too. They have Louis Rodin Crystal Champagne, so there is that option to really spice up your tapas experience, and the food complements whatever experience you want to go for. Again, I think all in all, that's why Quintum in Barcelona ranks probably must easily be into my top 5. Now, we're just leaving Carnal. I think it's number 92 in the world's 101 best steakhouse restaurants. Recently awarded number 92.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is die Schwarzwaldstube?
It's not a steakhouse, so I can't say too much on the.
Not ranked on that.
I can't say too much about the Schwarzwalder Stube. In case you've never heard of it, don't worry, neither have I. 7 things I didn't like about that one. We called to let them know that we'd be a little bit late. I called at maybe 7:59. We had our reservation at 8. Granted, it's a little bit late to be calling. Guilty. I call them, I say, look, we're going to be 15 minutes late, around 15 minutes late. They said, okay, but After 15 minutes, the table's away. Bear in mind, I made this reservation 2 hours ago where I could see that there were tables for 8, for 8:15, for 8:30, for 9 still open. So that was a bad start. Then we got into the place. From the beginning, I actually thought I was being rushed. And in a restaurant of that caliber where you're paying that price, I don't want to feel rushed. That was the next thing that I didn't like. The other thing that I didn't like was that they had Paulaner Weissbier on tap, but they served it in any regular old beer glass. If you're serving Paulaner Weissbier, it needs to be in a Weissbier glass, people. I would expect it from a little tapas bar that was doing Paulaner on tap, you know? But not number 92 of the world's 101 best steakhouse restaurants. Anyways, next thing. Yeah, the food just came very quickly. It just came very quickly, and that sort of goes hand in hand with feeling rushed, but whatever, the food came very quickly. Point 5, they brought out one of those stone slabs, you know, where they heat the underneath and then they bring out the piece of meat a little bit more raw, and then you're supposed to sort of cook the last final bit, you know. If you're number 92 in the world's 101 best steakhouses, why are you letting the customer decide how they should eat their meat? You should be...
DIY oder was?
Exactly. Is it a DIY? No, it's not a DIY. You, as the 92nd best steakhouse in the world, should be telling customers how to eat their steak. You should be bringing it out and they should just be able to eat it, you know? Anyways, number 6, I don't like smelling chemical fire while I'm eating. And then, maybe it was only 6. Number 7, I was sitting very far away from you.
That's true.
And again, I don't want to come across as a pessimist, you know, because at the end of the day, we're very lucky and we're very privileged, and these are all very, very, very much first world complaints. But we are a vlogging / food review / comedy / drama / fashion / moving channel. And so this is what we do. This is our job.
It's the elevated Birkenstock look.
Yeah. The elevated Birkenstock look, well said.
And then we've got the trouser that we wear every day.
That's now got holes in it, but we don't mind because...
They make a good ass.
Exactly, because they make a phenomenal ass. And that's why we will keep them.
And now come with the shirt.
Vintage Xenia, by the way. Vintage Xenia. 2015. Off the runway. The model looked at me and said, "Here, Josh, this needs to be on you, not me, you." Wisdom of the day is get a Goldie. No, wisdom of the day is the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is today. Get after it, people. Good morning. I'm vlogging with the same shirt on, which is slightly embarrassing as yesterday evening, but
You want to tell us the story why that happened?
yes, that happened because I packed poorly, as per usual.
No, you need to say the whole story. You said you packed it and I asked you.
What do you mean? The story is that I packed like shit. You asked me if I laid everything out that I wanted to take to Barcelona. I said yes. And in my head, I thought I had planned for 3 days of wearing different clothes, but apparently I didn't.
You packed one shirt and one trouser.
Technically, I do have 3 shirts, but I didn't really think about the full outfit while I was packing. I was just like, oh yeah, this is nice, that's nice, but actually none of it matches together. So yeah, anyways, day 2 of Barcelona. We are heading to, of course, a matcha spot first thing. We had a lovely breakfast. Today, apart from this matcha, we actually have no plan, do we? I don't know what else there is to do in Barcelona. We've seen the Sagrada Basilica, we've seen some other old building. Our cultural engagement is very poor, very poor. But
Our culinary.
our culinary engagement is A1. In the drug capital of Europe, perhaps where all the drug deals go down in this little park here, we have managed to stumble across a patisserie laden called Hofmann. So here it is.
It's our pre-lunch.
It's the pre-lunch.
It's not happening. It's a balance.
Exceptional.
Hey man, you need something from me too.
Top. Hofmann, really good. Really, really good. And it's got a German name, so we knew it was going to be good. We are back. I know you probably can't see my whole fit, but it's all white. It's all white. It's because I didn't pack anything else. So I look like a bit of a dumbass today, but that's what I deserve for not putting some more thought into what I wanted to wear on holiday. Back in the hotel, we've done more of what we did yesterday, which is chill upstairs by the pool.
You want to tell what I'm reading?
Yeah, Liz is reading soft porn, basically. I read 3 pages, and it's there's no other way to say it. It's soft porn. Anyways, this evening we are off to Gresha. I think that's how you pronounce it. Apparently, it's Dua Lipa's favorite spot here in Barcelona. She was seen there with her now husband. Yeah, it's tapas-ish. Oh, did we do a review of the afternoon tapas? I don't think we did. Let me tell you. Nardi, I think it was called Nardi. Great tapas spot. Yesterday was predominantly pinchos, and the one today was predominantly seafood. But boy, was it good. It was insanely good. That bed, this bed, 10 out of 10. Those pillows.
The pillows only. We need to go.
We need to go. So roll the clips of Gresha. A difficult morning this morning for more reasons than one. A, we're leaving. B, we were promised late checkout, but in fact there is no late checkout. And C, we tried coming to the parkway. First of all, it took a lot longer to get there than I had envisioned. Secondly, I didn't know we needed tickets to get in. As a result, I have a very happy girlfriend, right?
Left.
Unfortunately, that is how this day has started. Nonetheless, we are positive to turn it around, right?
Left.
But we're just grateful that we can spend some more time walking together and enjoying this city, in its entirety. And at the end of the day, the only thing that's important is that we're together, right?
Left. So I think you can make it up when you dance with me.
Behind the scenes. us about your trip.
Well, my trip was good until this morning. Yeah, you know what? We should not focus on the negative. We should focus on the beautiful restaurants that we went in. Yeah, we had great restaurants. Screen your knob. We didn't get a single ice cream, but we ate great ensamadas. We had really solid matchas. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. We're now back from Barcelona. Barcelona was fantastic. Great city. Great food. That was Barcelona. Enjoy the vlog. We see you in the next one.